Hey guys, thanks for joining us at ArtSphere. Today we're going to be talking about strumming patterns. We're going to take the chords that we learned in the last lesson and we're going to mess around with them. So let's get started. So a couple of things we're going to need for this lesson. We're obviously going to need our guitar, and another thing you're going to need is a metronome because we're going to be playing to the beat of the metronome. This is just so we get some early practice into our rhythm playing. Now it's important that we keep our wrist loose and our posture upright, and we're gonna play the chords that we learned last week. So if you don't remember those, tune back to the last video. So the first strumming pattern we're gonna learn is just to strum down on every beat. So I've got my metronome here, and I want you to play along with me. I've got it set to 55 BPM. So we're gonna start that, and I'm just gonna take our C chord, and then I'm just gonna play it every beat. Now it's really important that you start slow and then gradually get faster, like 5 more BPM every day. Just to start off slow, if you can't play it slow, you can't play it fast. That's pretty much it. So let's get started. Down, 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 down. Now on B3, we're gonna switch to our A minor chords. It's just a practice switching chords. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, by doing this, we're practicing our sense of rhythm and being able to play along to a beat, which is what you're going to need to know if you ever plan on playing with other people or the band. And we're also practicing our chord switching, being able to switch from these two chords really quickly. So, and as you get faster with each BPM, it'll be a gradual shift, so it won't be anything too intense. But you'll find that eventually, if you keep up with it every day, every time you practice, you'll eventually get to the point where you can just switch back and forth really easily. So the next strumming pattern that we're going to learn is we're going to count in between the beats. So if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, now we're going to introduce and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's between the two beats. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and basically we're gonna do an upstroke on the ands. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's just do that now with the metronome. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So for this one, you can see that on every other strum, I played up and down. And basically what it's doing is getting your wrist used to the motion of going up and down. Now, when you're doing these exercises, it's important that you make sure your wrist never stops playing and that always stays on beat. Honestly, even if you don't hit the strings, just make sure your wrist never stops moving. Keep it loose and just keep it going up and down. So for our last strum pattern that we're gonna learn today, we're basically gonna take the first two that we learned in this video and we're gonna basically combine the two. So we're gonna play down strokes on the first two beats. So 1, 2, and then on the 3 and 4 beat, we do our second exercise where we go 3 and 4 and basically we're gonna do this with our C and A again. So C, you play 1, 2, then A, you play 3 and 4 and. So let me show you how this sounds like. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So basically what I want you to do now is to take your metronome and then take your guitar and then just play away at these two chords. You don't have to follow the strumming patterns that I laid out in this video. Honestly, you can just make your own. Just make sure that you stay on time and just have fun. Honestly, that's the biggest thing, is just to have fun with the strumming. Just play around with it. Try to make something cool. And you don't have to strum the entire 5, 6 strings. You can just strum part of it. Maybe make something cool with that. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching us at ArtSphere. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope you guys enjoy playing your new chords with your new strumming patterns. Definitely play around with it. It's a lot of fun, honestly. The best part about the guitar sometimes is just to pick it up, take a chord, and just strum away. Make sure you practice with a metronome. When you do practice on your off time, it's fine to just noodle around, but you definitely want to make sure that you start practicing your rhythm early on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching us in Arts here, and I'll see you in the next video.